Eric Dane and his bravery. Diane back on GMA tomorrow with Eric and his doctor, what we can all learn about ALS. Good night.
Now live from the KAKE studios, this is KAKE News at 6.
Tonight, neighbors in northeast Wichita shared their experience after a shooting and an hours-long standoff in that neighborhood yesterday.
Plus, your summer trip may cost you more at the gas pump, why prices may shoot up.
Wichita police arrest a man for sex trafficking crimes against a 13-year-old who was a runaway. KAKE News at 6 starts right now.
Good evening. Police say they arrested the 40-year-old suspect early this morning in South Wichita. The
investigation broke open when police say the girl, a 13-year-old runaway, showed up at a quick trip looking for help. KAKE's Sydney Ferguson is in studio. And Sydney, what have police said about the case to this point?
Chris, Sedgwick County jail records show 40-year-old Thomas Brenningood was booked overnight on several charges, including aggravated human trafficking, indecent solicitation of a child, and aggravated indecent liberties with a child.
It's the loser of LSU and UCLA. That game currently going on SPN. And one thing that really made me chuckle when Gage Wood was talking about in the postgame was what was going through his mind after making history in Omaha. He said, that hit by pitch against the batter was just really bugging me.
He hates that.
The perfectionist amid all of this after a banner day, a historic day.
Some of the best are perfectionists, so, you know, that's
what I hear.
They look for ways to improve even in moments where, you know, you're sniffing perfection, but certainly performance that Omaha won't forget anytime soon.
Yeah. It's the best part about not being one of the best. I don't have to worry about that stuff. Thank you, Noah. And also taking a live look outside as we'll catch one check of the forecast from Jay when we come back.
Well, hot and very sunny in parts of the state tonight with the threat of storms in the northwest.
Still lots of variables out there as we'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Jay Prater with really a look at what all is going on for right now, because still watching the northwest corner.
Yeah, and you notice the ticker at the bottom of the screen until midnight tonight from Phillipsburg over to St. Francis. We have a severe thunderstorm watch. The better risk for severe thunderstorms will be up in Nebraska. So let's go over to KAKE's first alert Doppler. Earlier, we not only had a severe thunderstorm warning, but we didn't have a tornado warning for the cell between Flagler and Burlington, south of I-70. It was a little weak, brief landspout tornado. Didn't really do any damage at all. But notice thunderstorms are starting to pop here in Cheyenne County to the north of St. Francis, back to the northwest of Bird City. And that's where one or two storms as we get into the early overnight hours could be briefly severe. So this is going to move from northwest to north central Kansas after midnight tonight. Now, here's the $64,000 question. We could develop a line of strong severe thunderstorms well after midnight that could roll into greater Wichita for the morning commute tomorrow. Now, depending on how long these storms last tomorrow morning, it has a big impact on the severe potential that we're concerned about for tomorrow night. This isn't tonight. This is tomorrow night where we're concerned about another round of severe storms. Potentially some wind gusts could exceed 80 miles per hour. Now, early on, individual storms in north central Kansas, there is a tornado risk, but that's on the lower end of happening. But it's more of that wind threat that we're going to be concerned about after midnight tomorrow night. If you're going to be out about this evening, we're going to be mostly clear. We're going to cool down to 80 degrees at 10 o'clock. Remember, the threat for a thunderstorm in south central and Wichita doesn't even increase until after about 4 in the morning, Chris.
Thank you, Jay. The man suspected of shooting and stalking Minnesota lawmakers and their families is not only facing state charges, but also federal charges.
Vance Belter made his first appearance in federal court this afternoon, where he asked the judge to be represented by a public defender. Melissa Dawn has details. All right, Jay, we keep hearing some sounds from the Weather Center.
Yeah, and you see the ticker rolling to the bottom of the screen. So we got the watch until midnight, but let's get you into the two counties under severe thunderstorm warning now. These thunderstorms, they're not moving very fast. If anything, they're just kind of drifting over towards the southeast. So you got severe thunderstorm warning number 1 is for Cheyenne County till 7:30 Central. Again, some quarter-size hail or larger and wind gusts to 60 miles per hour. That tornado possible is because of some rotation that we'll keep an eye on. And then you get for Rollins County, severe thunderstorm warning until 7:45 Central. So we're going to keep an eye on these overnight tonight. Again, for Wichita, not a storm threat until after 4.
All right, we'll see you after the game.
When the weather changes, you need to know first. With the KAKE First Alert weather app, you